Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in. Hello everyone, welcome back. So for this week in August, I thought I would do an under the sea theme. So I made some box stickers using that theme. And this is upside down. Let me turn it right side up. Here we go. So we have a seahorse, some fish, different sea items that kind of coordinate. And then I made a grocery list. Again, this is grocery week, so to kind of coordinate with that. And then some various quotes. And then I thought I would put somewhere on here, seize the day. I thought that was cute. We have this whale and then some water. I think I'm gonna put that at the top. At least that was my original idea. And then I have some leftover boxes from the Martina Sticker Company that I thought I could use. So I have those. And then again, some other boxes left over. And again, all these blues kind of coordinate. This is the only one this color I have, so I figured I'd just put it in there and try to make it work. So we have that to play with. So I think probably the hardest thing to do is going to be the water and then the letters. So I think we'll do that first. And then I also have some coordinating stickers from the Under the Sea sticker book by Paper Studio. And I used this on another spread and it was so cute. I thought I'd use it again in a different capacity. So that's really cute. So let's see. Let's get the water down first. I'm going to go underneath it so that hopefully it doesn't tear. Actually, I might go slightly above the line so that it looks like this is the water right here. And do it like that. I think I'm going to cut it to fit within the boxes. And then this side over here. I almost wish I made it long enough to go past that edge. It almost does, but not quite. Let's see. So let me cut off this edge so I can line it up. See. Actually, this one does. I might be able to piece this together. I might try to do that. Let's see. Oh, no. Really? It just ripped as I was trying to move it over. Again, we're going to try to make it work. Okay, not quite. Okay, so I think I will have to stay within the boxes since I don't have quite enough. Let's see. So let me get my craft knife and then I'll just kind of make a clean line. That's what I originally was going to do, but then when I saw it down, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be long enough, but it's not. Kind of wish I did now. I'm going to go slow, but I'm holding the paper down so it doesn't rip next to where the opening is. Okay, that still looks pretty cool. I just was thinking it'd be kind of cool if it was one continuous line. I just thought about that. If I had thought about it when I was making this, I could have just made it slightly longer. And I'm just going to, again, line it up with this edge here. And I actually can't see this line, so I'm kind of guessing. Hopefully I'm right. Not quite. keep this down as I pull it. Okay, it tore part of the page on this side, but again, I think we can live with it and make it work. Just gonna go ahead and tear the rest of it so it's a little bit less noticeable. And I might keep this on this edge since it goes all the way to the edge there. I think I might just leave that there. Because I mean, it works. I'm just gonna take my outliners. Just kind of blend it out there. Oh, wow. It just randomly started raining and storming. So if you can hear that, that's what's happening. Wow, it's like really coming down. Yikes. Okay, so now I think we'll put... And I made two different these. Let me get the other one so I can see which one. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted it all to be in the same. I made these slightly smaller in the same style. Or to use the script. So day is going to be over here. Or I might just do... Actually, C's might fit. Okay, that will work. I think I might put the day over there. Okay, maybe I should put down my grocery list first. Make sure I can fit that. And I'm just going to kind of... Maybe I'll do it like this. I'll just lightly tack it down in case I need to make adjustments. And then let's put down C's. I think it's going to have to go into the grocery list slightly, unless I bring it over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it like this. So I see some of the water, but not going into the hole. I think I can make that work in terms of my grocery list. Just going to snip this little bit that's close to the hole so I don't have to cut it. Thankfully, I don't write too large, so I think I can make this grocery list work. And I created a habit tracker in the same style. Hopefully this fits. And again, I can make it work. Put it right there. And then let's trim off this side right here. So per usual, I made things slightly larger than it should have been. I wanted the height. So without distorting it, it's kind of hard to smush the letters together. So that's why I did it like that. Let's see. Let's get day, because that's the largest one, and then we can figure out where to put the. Let's see. Actually, let me make sure I'm lining this up here. It's about right there. Oops. Again, just kind of lightly tapping it down. I think I'm gonna go with the script. Maybe put it like this, and then add something else over there. Since everything below here is the water. Okay, so maybe a fish. Or let's see, I have the sea turtle. He's kind of big though. Maybe look at the sticker book. Oh, I've got tons of fish. Let's see, he's pretty big. might use him, even though he's a little big, but I think I can make it work. We have something slightly smaller. Let's see. He's also going the right direction. What about this guy? Okay, he's smaller and oops, he moved. Just kind of tuck him in this little corner over here. Let me put this guy back and then get my tweezers so I can hold it down properly. Right there. Then I think I'm gonna white out this line that's going through his body. Just gonna scrape away the excess white out. There we go. All right, that way I can still read the, and it still fills in that little area over there. And maybe even add maybe some bubbles. This line here. Kind of just fills in that area over there, kind of takes away some of that harsh line and adds in a little bit of a curve, which I like. Okay, now this goes over slightly. So I'm just gonna trim that down. Wow, it is really loud on my end, so hopefully you guys can hear me with all this rain. It's coming down like cats and dogs. Okay, so I need small boxes for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. But so far, that's looking pretty good. And I made this a little bit larger just in case this did cut in, so I'm glad I did that. So that just fit. So that works. Let's see. We have these boxes here and then these. And then we have some larger elements. So I think there's the octopus here, but I think what I might do is put the bigger one I created on top of this and then have some boxes coming off of him. I'm gonna do my best not to rip his tentacles. Kind of using my tweezers to go underneath again so I can do my best not to rip him. There we go. That way we have a small one here and then this larger guy over here. And again, I'm just going to put him right on top. And we know it's an A, so. Right, like that. And it gives this side a little bit of interest. And I think I'm going to cut right where it goes into this one. Like that. So we get to keep most of him. And that looks kind of cool. And again, you can still read it because visually your eyes know that this is DAY. So that looks, I like that. And let's put, I think I'm gonna put the whale on this side to kind of balance him out. This larger element. Again, I'm gonna put my tweezers underneath so I can do my best not to have this rip. On the more delicate areas that are cut out. There we go. Maybe have him, oops, swimming down this way with the fin going over the habit tracker. I think that would be perfect. Ooh, I love that. Okay, that looks really good. I love that so far. Okay, so this is coming together. And maybe even put the sea turtle down here, because again, on the weekend, I don't need a huge amount of space. Might just put one box on the weekend in case I need to run errands, but for the most part, I try to rest on the weekend. So let's put him like that. Swim it up that way. Trim off the tiny little bit of him that went over. Okay, yeah, I love that. That looks great. Okay, boxes. So I don't get carried away. Because I can. Okay, let's see, I need Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so let's maybe do... Let me trim off this side. Don't want to cover up that bubble, but I might. Let's see what it looks like if I do it like this. Okay, I can still read it. So I might do that and trim off the bottom offset just to make it easier to layer. There we go. All right, so raise this up slightly again, just so it doesn't cover up that cute little bubble. And I can still read C's. I can see enough of the letter for it to still make sense. Okay, that one's there. Monday, let's get Tuesday and Wednesday boxes down. Let's see, where are those at? What did I do with them? Oh, staring right at it. See, let's put this one on a Wednesday. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna grab both of them so I can place them properly. I might do a smaller Wednesday box over here next to the whale. And then put this one almost in the middle. So we have different levels there. So we used up the smaller boxes. Okay, so let me bring out some of the quotes. And we have these. So I definitely need to add some. So I'm going to add a large box over here. And I need at least one on this side. Let's see. Maybe a medium-sized box and a larger box. Let's see if I can fit it. So this one right underneath the 𝐻. And have this right underneath the octopus as a weekend box. Just white out this line since it's going right through the box. And if it lets me, see if I can pick this up so I can white out the right side. Oh, and it's tearing, so no. We're going to leave it alone. All right, so we have that there. Now let's add, let's see, maybe the seahorse box. Or box with a seahorse, I guess I should say. Over here. I think those fit perfectly right here. And white out part of this line that is shown. Okay, and I think I'm gonna use, again, some of these leftover boxes. So let's use up this one because I only have one. I think this will fit perfectly right here. Maybe I'll put it down here between these two. Scrape away some of the excess white out. And let's see. I think I'll use up these two. because again, I only have 2 of them. Create a little cluster over here. Or maybe I'll do it over here actually. Slightly crooked, see if I can fix that. There we go. Okay, and then put, let's see. I think I might do this one here if I can pick up the tail of the whale to put it on top, or I might just cut it off. Although I don't really want to do that. Lift at this edge here. And I don't think I'm gonna need these ones, but at least I was able to use some of these other straggler boxes. And again, I'm gonna put it, I think, down this way. White out this line. Actually, I think I'm gonna put the whale tail on top. I still can use most of that box there. Okay, and I think I might use some of these checklist dots. Create a checklist over here. I mean, since I have them. These are slightly different sizes, so I'm gonna rotate them like that so it looks intentional. And then maybe, let's see, I might even be able to fit some down here. Let's see if I can. I've got 2 more. Yeah, I got 2 more. So actually I'm gonna do the same thing. And then I've used all the teal and then the last of these blue. And then the only thing I've left here is the pink. So I'm gonna cut that down. Okay, so start with teal. Wish I had room right here, but I'm going to slide it all the way up against this. And actually, I'm going to weight this out. This is going right through the box over there. Actually, I might have room. Right there. And see if I can lift this one up so I can wet out the line going through the middle of this one. Thankfully, it's letting me. Just so it's not quite as obvious. Then take my bone folder and smooth it back down. And then I'm going to scrape away the excess white out. Okay, so again, we only have that left. So that was pretty good. I don't think I need any more boxes. I mean, I could fit one more here, but I think I'll wait and see if I need it. Because what I usually do is throughout the week, if I have a really busy week or something unexpected comes up, then I can add a box. So, like, for example, I could add a box here if I had to, add a box here if I had to. You know what I mean? So, or even some smaller boxes up there if I had something crazy happen and I needed to jot it down. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it alone because I don't think I need it. Let's see. Oh, I forgot about my quotes. Let's see if I can fit something small. Totally forgot about this. You know, maybe I'll put a quote here. Here and here if I can. Let's see. My cardio, fighting the current in a snorkel. I like that one. Hooked on ocean. Oh, we got to put this one. Well, hello there. You know what I might do? I think I'm going to cut out the whale since I have the whale here and just put that there. And then maybe I can fit another one there. Or I might just leave it blank to account for the unexpected. We'll see. But I'm going to cut out the text since I already have the whale there. Okay. So let's put this right here. Oops. And maybe this like this so it doesn't cover him up. And that fits in that little corner right there. That fits perfect. Okay. Let's see. Dive into the unknown. I can fit that there. It's going to be a little tight, but I don't know. Let's see. Have a crabulous day. You know, let me see if I have a crab in this Under the Sea book. Might do that. Just use one of the crabs here. Okay, I have that one there, but it's a little small. And that one there, that's small. I think these are all the same size. So we can find one a little bit bigger. Are they all small like that? Let's see, is that one larger? Okay, yeah, that one is larger, so I might can use that one. Let's see if we have anything else. Okay, so this is the largest one I have. Might even just stick it on top. Yep, I think I will. No. Will that look weird? Yeah, it might look weird. Okay, so maybe I'll do the same thing. Cut this out. Oh, just tore that, but I can piece it back together. No worries. I'm an excellent sticker surgeon. Okay. Wait, did I cut? Did I cut that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, it just says crabulous day. I thought I cut out the haba. Okay. I thought I was missing text. So this kind of fits like this, but I wanted to be easier to read. Let's see. I'm not sure about this now. Let's see. Will another one fit better? Snorkel now, adult later. I think that might fit. This isn't going to fit very well. I mean, unless I turn it like this. Well, let me see if I cut some of this off the top. If that makes a difference. It might. So I can turn it in a way that's easy to read. Okay, maybe like this. That way it only covers up that tiny little piece of his tentacle. I think that might work. Again, trim off some of the offset. Oh, really? Gosh. Of course, once I get that perfect, it does that. I'm going to see if I can make it work. That's what we do around here. See, like that. Yeah, I gotta figure out how this goes. I think like this. No, like this. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad for ripping it. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, that worked out pretty well considering I tore it. All right, so we have that there. I think I'm gonna leave this empty in case I need a box, and maybe see if I can fit one small thing there. I don't know if I have anything small enough. Let's see. Hooked on Ocean. I think that's too long. Ocean Vibe, so that's pretty small. Don't tear, don't tear. Tore a little bit, but thankfully only on the offset, which means I can just cut around the tear. And no one will be the wiser. Okay. Again, trying to trim off some of this offset. And let's do some of the top. And actually, let's see if I can lift this box up. Oh, no. It's trying to tear, but again, I think I can piece it back together. Not liking that. I'm gonna bring this down if it'll let me. I don't like that underneath the box, and I'm gonna cut off the bottom offset. That's the last little bit I can cut off, and bring it all the way down, and maybe bring it over so it's not going into that box. So I can still see that and that. There we go. Okay, that works. Smooth it down with my bone folder. Okay, let's take a look. Again, I don't think I'm gonna add anything else. I mean, I could add something here, but again, I'm gonna wait and see how the week goes to see if I need another box. So if I need another box, I can add something there. If not, I have room to add, like this quote there if I need it. But again, I'm gonna wait and see whether I need a box. I like to save at least 1 or 2 areas in case I need to add extra box, because sometimes I do add extra boxes throughout the week. So that's not uncommon. Let's see. Now let's maybe fill in some of the other areas, maybe with some small items, like maybe small pieces of coral, maybe some bubbles and some fish. Like this coral and like some seaweed, like small little things like that, just to give it a few little extra little touches. Kind of fills in those kind of awkward areas there. Let's see. Maybe put some on this side somewhere. Yeah, like that. Covers up that little area. I can see the line through it though. Let me see if I can white this out. Just enough to not be obvious. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. Maybe a fish here and maybe a small one there. Put that one right there. And then this little guy, he can be going this way. And I think I might cut off one of the schools of fish because it's smaller. Cut him off from the school. Sorry, buddy. I know you're going to miss your friends, but you're going to make some new ones over here. Okay, let's put this one down here. I think he's swimming with him. And put the school back. And maybe something small over there in this area. Let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna bring some red on this side too, since I have that crab over there. So maybe the starfish. Go down here, this little corner, without taking up much room. And maybe the sand dollar over here with a little bit of coral or seaweed. Let's see. Let's try this one. Maybe add in this little baby one right here. There we go. Kind of fills in that area there. And this just tore out, so I'm just looking at it now. Again, maybe, I guess I should at least one. I'm gonna add some fish down here and then maybe one over there. Or I might just leave that blank. But I feel like some fish needs to go over here. Let's see. And maybe some coral. So maybe put some coral down here. And then add in some fish. So maybe this little guy is right here. I know he's, oh, does he? No, he goes this way. And maybe this green and yellow and blue one. He's swimming down that way. Then, let's see. I might add this one right here. Some bubbles, maybe. No, I don't like that. Maybe down here. Yeah, like it better down there. And maybe this tiny little set of bubbles right here just to kind of cover up that little gap between the. All right. Let's clean up and then we can take a look. All right, you guys, so I'm really loving the way that this turned out. I love this under the sea theme. Don't forget to seize the day. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired, and thank you for watching.